Lord, you have been our dwelling place throughout all generations. From everlasting to everlasting, you are God. The biography of Mrs. Comfort Agyepong. Early days and education. Mrs. Comfort Agyepong, born 23rd September 1942 to Mr. Yao Onyina and Mother Equia Ade at Adesna Krobo in the Ashanti region. She was the youngest of the 10 children who was affectionately known by her siblings as Ajua Bedu. Ajua Bedu was a trailblazer from her early years. She became the first female in her family to attend school with the support of her older sisters, Mami Adoma, Mami Amwakwa, and Mami Breye, all of blessed memory, thus setting a precedent for future generations. She attended elementary school in Kumasi and continued at Solomon Commercial School in Koforidua. Marriage and family. After completing her education, Ajua Bedu initially worked as a teaching assistant at a nursery school where she met her husband, Mr. Justice Kojo Agyepong, deceased, who was then a lawyer with his private practice. The relationship blossomed into marriage. Ajua Bedu and her husband, the relationship blossomed into marriage. Ajua Bedu and her husband were later blessed with 4 children, namely Yao, Kweku, Kofi, and Lucy, in addition to her husband's children, Joyce, Stella, Kwabena, Kofi Senior, Georgina, deceased, and Rosemary, whom she embraced as her own. Life in Accra. In September 1997, when her husband was promoted to High Court Judge and transferred to Accra, Comfort Agyepong moved with him, bringing along all the children. Due to her business entrepreneurial skills, which she had developed from young age, she maintained a part-time business while working at the cocoa division of the Ministry of Agriculture. On weekends, when family commitments permitted, she traveled to neighboring countries to buy goods to sell in Accra. The abduction and brutal murder of her beloved husband on 30th of June 1982 was without doubt the most harrowing ordeal of her life, a wound that will leave an indelible scar until her dying day. Yet with a fierce and unwavering inner strength, Mrs. Agyepong refused to be consumed by the abyss of her grief. Instead, drawing upon an extraordinary wellspring of courage, she found a way to channel her trauma, to gather the shattered pieces of her life, and to resolutely forge ahead, anchored by the unwavering support of her immediate family and long-life confidant and sister, Mrs. Lucy Yamson, after the death of her husband. Mrs. Comfort Agyepong use her business entrepreneurship skills she had enhanced over the years to go into business of selling Brony Wo, that is second-hand clothing. Comfort Agyepong started a Brony Wo business from selling on the streets in front of the Swiss building, now the Social Security building, bank building in the central of Accra. Later, when the Ghana Railway Corporation granted permission for her of the railway land to be used for the Brony Wo trade, she acquired a store on the land and moved her trade there. Through perseverance, sheer grit and determination, along with her excellent business acumen and entrepreneurship skills, she grew her Brony Wo business from the ground up, and at the time she hung up her boots in that trade, she had become an importer of Brony Wo for several years. At the same time as building her Brony Wo business, Comfort Agyepong, the entrepreneur she was, ventured into provision retail store business opposite the then Bonsu Brothers in central Accra. She was very successful with these two enterprises, and through these, not only did she become a mother to many, but she provided employment to several individuals. Her Christian walk. Comfort Agyepong's resilience was deeply rooted in her faith. A devout Christian, she placed Christ at the center of everything she did. Her walk with Christ started at a very young age. Her love and dedication to God saw her lead many members to Christ, many of her family members to Christ. Such was her absolute devotion to her faith that made it her mission not to miss Sunday school service at her usual place of worship. She worshipped at Adabraka, branch of Assemblies of God Church opposite the Avenida Hotel until early 2000s when they moved to Evangel Church International. She was a pillar of the women's ministry, actively participating in all activities, including playing football as a goalkeeper and acting in church plays. Comfort Agyepong's commitment to her faith was unwavering, even as she aged and faced physical challenges. Despite memory issues and new problems, she continued to attend Sunday school service at Evangel Church International, participating actively in singing and dancing to worship and praising God. Her favorite memory verse was Psalm 37, and her dedication to prayer and worship were sources of strength throughout her life. Her active involvement and leadership in the church, even as she balanced family and personal challenges, further demonstrates her resilience. Mrs. Comfort's life is a testament to her unwavering resilience, faith, and dedication to her family and community. May her beautiful soul rest in the eternal peace of her Maker. Thank you.